It's a good news for the public because it means that the measures we've got in place now will finally end. But I think there are some caveats. One is that we still have quite a high infection rate going forward, so people need to be sensible about this measure. So in particular, the mandate not to isolate anymore. I think if people are unwell, for example, with a high temperature or a bad cough, they should stay at home and not really go out to work or to school or university. But overall, it's a positive step, but it does need careful monitoring to ensure that we don't get any rebound infection rates once it's scrapped in a few weeks' time.
You can see why self-isolation and ridding ourselves of all the rules that go around that and the impact, the beneficial impact on people's presence in the workplace, the impact on schools, that's all great. We look forward to that, don't we? But some of the existing regulations include things like wearing masks when you go into a hospital, to a GP surgery, to a pharmacy. Can you see those being ditched in the near future?
No, I think those are current for some time to come, because hospitals and GP surgeries are areas where you get people who are very vulnerable, elderly people, those medical problems. So I think it's very likely those measures won't go for some time to come and will stay in place, at least during the spring, until we see how numbers go later during the year. So I think not all measures will go. We'll keep measures in place in healthcare settings, I think, for some time to come.
Quick to point out this lunchtime that the number of new cases per day is still hovering around about the 50,000 mark. That's for the UK as a whole. We've talked before, and certainly on this news channel, there have been many conversations about the fact that Omicron seems to be almost an evolutionary step in the life of the virus. Yes, it's far more transmissible, but actually in terms of hospitalisations and resulting fatalities, it's far less of a problem. What do you say to those people who will still, however, be worried that with 50,000 new cases a day, there will always be those people who are potentially vulnerable?
That's the case with any viral infection. So some people, unfortunately, will become unwell, and of those, a proportion will die. Our best protection remains vaccination. So the best protection against stopping serious illness and death is getting 3 vaccines if you're an adult. So my message for the public is to really come out and get your vaccinations. That's a way to protect yourself from serious illness and also help our society go back to normal again over the spring and summer of this year.